Hearts are pounding, the air crackles with electricity, and whispers of revolution swirl around Hollis Hall. Could this be the dawn of an era where expectations transcend the neon glow of the past? If you believe fiercely that every play matters, and every heartbeat fuels the gritty resolve of our beloved Bears, then brace yourself, because what lies ahead is nothing short of a seismic shift. What if you found out that this season holds the key to unlocking potential that's been buried beneath layers of disappointment and second-guessing? Picture this, a team once steeped in the glorious history of '85, now standing at a precipice where legends are both made and broken with each snap. Imagine the intensity, players fighting for their livelihoods, coaches reshaping futures, and fans grappling with the identity of a franchise desperately hungry for rebirth. The noise from the stands may drown out the silence of potential regret. But underneath the surface simmers a question that could ignite change. Who among us is ready to take that leap? As we look at a few players who are teetering on that razor's edge, we can't help but wonder, could they finally rise to the occasion and rewrite their narratives? Names have been bandied about, but let's cut to the chase. Who will step up and who will fade into the shadows of a fractured legacy? With the haunting echoes of past heartbreaks calling, the stakes have never been higher. Will our rising stars illuminate the darkness or succumb to it, leaving us yearning for the three glory days of a dominant, unstoppable force? The time for complacency is past, as each heartbeat tick-tocks closer to an uncertain fate that could define not just a season, but generations of Bears football. Tension fills the air. Can you feel it? We stand on a precipice, ready to plunge into the unknown, and the answer may just hinge on whether players can grasp this moment and seize their destiny with both hands. Are you prepared for the revelations that await? As we plunge deeper into this swirling maelstrom of uncertainty, remember to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed, because trust me, the roller coaster is only getting crazier from here. It's the kind of ride that makes the old Soldier Field bleachers tremble with the ghostly echoes of our past. A past where grit overcame glamour, where loyalty trumped mercenary intentions. Now, as the sun sets on yet another practice, the palpable pressure in the air feels like a thunderstorm brewing just out of sight. This is not just a game anymore, it's a battleground. Inside that locker room, a defining moment hangs thick. Like the fog rolling off Lake Michigan. Tensions are mounting, and old wounds are being ripped open as veterans clash with rookies, each side vying for respect, for space, and for a shot at greatness. The murmurs suggest fractures forming in a fragile unity, as whispers of who's the leader swirl like an autumn wind rattling the branches of our beloved monoliths, the oaks lining the practice fields where greatness once thrived. Can you see it? Can you feel the fierce rivalry igniting? Just like those legendary defenses led by Singletary and Ehrlicher, we find ourselves at the crossroads of glory and despair, wondering which direction our Bears will take. There's something unsettling about uncertainty. A cloud hangs over the offensive line, whispers of doubt creeping in as sacks pile up like a stack of unanswered prayers. Their unity is being tested, and while some are focused on making a name for themselves, the age-old question returns. Who's willing to sacrifice for the bigger picture? And what if that sacrifice isn't just personal? What if it shifts the balance of power within the team? Suddenly, each practice is no longer just a drill. It's an audition, a desperate quest for survival, a moment of truth that could alter futures. Picture this. What if the young quarterback, whose incandescent spark has ignited chatter and fire among the fan base, begins to falter under the stress of mounting expectations? If he stumbles, how quickly will that fire flicker out, leaving youth yearning for a flash of magic that seems just out of reach? The old-timers whisper about the past, the standards set by the '85 team, and how pressure folded the raw potential of so many. Will history haunt him or embolden him? But what if the unthinkable happens? Picture that young arm crumbling before our eyes, the cogs of a once promising machine freezing in panic, sending shockwaves through the locker room, reverberating through to the fans, scrambling our hopes once more. Imagine the other players' reactions, the worry flickering in their eyes, and the realization washing over them. They are no longer just playing for wins. They are playing for pride, for each other, and ultimately for the city. The stakes? Unfathomable. Can you taste the bitterness, that fear of landing back in the pit of mediocrity? Our beloved Bears have flirted with it far too long. What if the team's star linebacker, our own proverbial general on the field, breaks rank, questioning the very fabric of leadership and camaraderie that has defined us for decades? Could we witness a coup from within? The camera pans across the locker room, tension thick enough to slice. The question of trust looms larger than the monstrous names on the back of their jerseys. Do they believe in one another? Can they summon that raw, primal energy reminiscent of our champions' past? To the fans watching intently, lifelines of connection pulse with each thrilling second of the game. The roar of the crowd becomes an almost spiritual experience. Will it be enough to draw out the heart and soul needed to capture the spirit of a city that has seen its fair share of highs and lows? This is no ordinary season, folks. Each player knows failure here will etch their names into the sadder chapters of Bears lore. But imagine if the fear transforms into fuel, sparking a tenacity that ignites the kind of passion we haven't seen since the days of the '85 Bears. Could we potentially witness the revival of a culture, an unrelenting pursuit of excellence cranked up to levels that make history books tremble? It would take an insatiable will, a brotherhood tempered in the fires of competition. But the potential is there, just waiting to be unleashed. As the final whistle approaches with the season beginning to unfold before us, footage fades to an empty field, chairs squeaking in the now quieted locker room, shadows stretching as if to reach for the dreams that camped out just beyond the horizon. You can almost hear the collective heartbeat of Chicago trembling, echoing a silent prayer. Will this team reclaim its destiny or become just another footnote adrift in the fog? The air is electric, and as the first game nears, there's uncertainty, intrigue, and a growing weight of expectation. Buckle up, Bears fans, because what happens next could change everything in ways we can scarcely comprehend. The question lingers. Will you be there to witness the moment everything turns? To feel the anthem of a franchise awakening, the deafening roar of Bring It Home echoing in your ears, or will you sit in quiet despair as hope slips away once more? Stay tuned, because the saga is just beginning.